Today we talk about shooting bags. What do you need and how do you use them? Stay tuned. G'day shooters, Rick from Canadian Rimfire Precision Series. Today we talk about the confusing world of shooting bags. What do you need, how to use them, and which ones do you start off with? First off, I think that a shooting bag is an important accessory to help build stabilization. It can only help if you use it right. So let's start with the basics. The most basic bag that you'll ever start with is the rear bag. So let me get through these. So there are a number of different rear bags you can choose from. The whole point of the rear bag is to give you a stable point of connection at the rear of the rifle when you're prone or on a bench. So if you normally shoot without a bag, you've got your front supported either on a rest or a bipod, and you've got this rear end kind of yo-yoing based on how you're holding it with either your arm, you're making a fist underneath it, you're somehow supporting this with your body. What you want to do is you want to isolate that by providing a stable point, right? So you've got less chance for movement and more consistent shot to shot. The purpose of the rear bag, again, there are a number of different ones. This one's an Armageddon Gear. It's kind of a stretchy fabric with glass beads. The way I use it is basically I'm squeezing it to provide the right height, so you can vary the height by the tension you put on, so up and down. So this is one of those very personal choices. You can use a square bag, a rectangular bag. Again, pretty much works the same way. This one doesn't adjust as much, but it adjusts. You can use it flat. What's nice about this bag is you can use it on barricades as well as a front rest. But really, it's entirely up to you. If I were going to start with one bag, I'd get a small round or a rectangular bag. Use that as a rear bag to help stabilize during prone and maybe on certain barricades where you've got the front supported and you've got enough real estate in the bag to hold it up as well. Again, this can also be used on top of the barricade. Right? I can just put it on top of the barricade and just rest my rifle on top of that and let you try that out as well. So that's the rear bag. And again, what's important about ORPS or CRPS for production shooters is although you're limited to one bag, you're limited to one bag per stage. Doesn't mean you can only have one bag. You can have a dozen bags that kind of fit specific barricades or props that we have at the matches. So again, you're not restricted. We just for production, it's got to fit within a gallon-size ice cream tub. So that's the first bag. It's kind of the rear bag that can do multi-purpose as a rear bag or as a barricade pad. The next thing I would recommend if I was looking to step up from there is some sort of game changer type pad. Either this one's a sticky game changer, and I'll explain why I like that, or kind of like a tactical udder. This is Bison Tactical. I don't think it's called the tactical udder, but I think it's called the Saracen bag. But what you're looking for is something that's divided. I think the Rebad's got a cookie cutter that kind of can conform to barricades. You can see how it kind of just drapes on there and it's stable, and it gives you a rest. So if you've got a cross beam here, you can just lay it on there and fire away. So the tactical udder, as the name implies, has 4 different lobes that helps conform to post. So if I had perhaps a post, right, I can just put this on top of the post and it's going to be supported. Whereas if I tried to do that with a regular shooting bag, right, I'm going to be monkeying around with it. You can see that, it's not going to be stable. And if my rifle's on it, it's not going to be as stable as something that just kind of drapes on and stands steady. So you can see that there's less fiddling, so I can put my rifle, move it around without having to support that bag. So that's what that is. The sticky game changer for me just takes it one step further, in that you've got a textured surface that is less likely to slip. So from here, I can see that I can tilt it, right, and it's going to hang on based on that grippy surface. If I try that with just a standard one, you can see that at some point it's going to start slipping. So that's why I like the game changer, because I can just throw it on a barricade and let it sit, and then I can play around with rifle positioning, and then pick it up, throw it on the next barricade, and go. Again, there's the different models, different sizes. You'll have to play around with it. The best thing to do is go to a match, see a bag that you want to try, and most guys, 99.9% of the time, will happily lend you their bag so you can try it out, right? That's the game changer, or the tactical udder. You just need a separated or divided load bag just to conform to barricades. The third type of bag is kind of like a pump pillow. So what is a pump pillow? A pump pillow is basically just you could use a rucksack. Basically it's to give you some points of stability. So if you were shooting with your elbow up right? You're holding the rifle, let's say this is the rifle, and I'm holding it up, and I'm kind of bumping around. I can see that the stock is moving. If I just tuck this underneath my armpit, right, it gives you an extra point of stability so that my elbow isn't free floating. So that's what the pump pillow is, and it's useful in a number of positions, from barricade to barricade, kneeling, seated, standing. It all plays a role. But number one thing is to practice with it. The time to learn about how to use a bag is not during a match. You've got 120 seconds to figure out. You're probably better off thinking about, watching the wind, what your holdovers are, and practicing the 6 perfect steps of firing a shot, as opposed to, how do I use this bag? Oh, it's slipping. I can feel it slipping. So those are the 3 bags. Rear bags, positional. What's nice about these bags also is you can actually use this also as a rear bag. So if you want to save you money, I think this is around 140 bucks. I got all of my bags from Scotty G at Red Star Targets. Great service, general nice guy, and good prices. I know that Go Big Tactical has Area 419 accessories. We'll talk about different accessories later in a separate video on how I rig my match rifle. But that's it. Rear bags, barricade pads, and pump pillows. Again, this is a nice to have. It's not critical, but again, if you've got everything else, this would be the 3rd bag to buy. So hopefully that gives you some ideas about the different bags, ways to use them. And if you have any questions, join the Facebook group if you're not already part of it. It's Canadian Rimfire Precision. Search for Facebook. It is a private group. Just request to join, and I usually will approve it. You can also hit us up on rimfireprecision.ca. There's a contact info there if you have any questions, or comment on this video as well. Anyway, that's it. Stay safe, and looking forward to seeing you on the firing line. Take it easy, everybody.